Hello, this is going to be a quick book review of In Search of Schrodinger's Cat, Quantum Physics and Reality by John Gribbin. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. I read it twice, but it's been a while since I read it, so I didn't really retain a lot of information. But it's mainly about the history and how they came to quantum physics up to the point in that time. And I believe this book's from the 80s. Not really sure. But it mainly just brought a lot of questions in my mind. I mean, quantum physics has always been kind of hard for me to understand. I've never really put much effort into understanding it because I don't ever see myself using it in everyday life. But it seems to be very thorough and like explaining how everything developed and how they came to the consensus of everything and the experiments that they've used and stuff, and the model of the atom and how it's still portrayed a certain way when it's actually the real essence of it is a wave more than like the inner circles that most people are used to, the Bohr model. But like I said, it mainly made me think of a lot of different things. Like it says here, a better picture sees the universe constantly splitting like a branching tree, but this is still a false image. It might be a false image, but it kind of gave me the idea because I have a lot of past life memories. And when I seen this, it made me think of, because I've had past life memories where I kind of lived, I could say this is the origin of this time, this lifetime. I go down a different path here and I die on this end, but on another instance I didn't die and I kept going. Let's say I died here on this path and that path. That's kind of wonder if like reincarnation is like that, and that's how you get things like the Mandela effect and stuff. Like different timelines start branching off. But I don't know. It's just an entertaining idea. But also, I kind of wondered too. Like, when I looked up a little bit about how particles are entangled after reading this, because it made me think about it. And I was wondering if when you entangle particles, it kind of, if I remember correctly, it said something about it sends one particle through and it creates two. They're entangled, and I got to thinking, if you send one electron through and it creates two electrons, and you take those two electrons and split them and create 4 and 8 and so forth, could you make electricity like that? And also using gravitons, could you use gravitons, do the same thing where you take one, split it into 2, split 2 into 4, 4 into 8, so forth and so on, and use that as propulsion by cannon of gravity to for propulsion and stuff like that. Then also they said that each particle, when they're entangled, when this one experiences something, that experiences the other one experiences it. So they got me wondering too, if you take two particles and entangle them, you take the particles and entangle them, you got two of them. Let's say this one's experiencing time very fast, where time is going, let's say 50 times faster, and this one is experiencing time slow. What would happen? Would this particle experience faster time and this particle experience a slower time? But with the difference between the two, would that be the time they experience? And then also like, if you take, like, say the environment somebody's in, and you entangle those particles, would that person experience, if like, say like this room I'm in, if I was to entangle all these particles in this room and put them in a different vector field of energy, I feel like time is just energy, and let's say we put it in an energy field where time is experienced different, would I experience time of this room that's reflective upon the particles that were entangled with the particles in this room? Just like, as I said, it just created a lot of questions in my mind and stuff. And then also when it comes to teleporting light and sound, I was kind of wondered, like, could you entangle particles and like view somewhere far away remotely by teleporting the light and the sound? I'm not really sure. Like I said, quantum physics always kind of confused me, and I don't know if I truly grasped the fundamentals of it. But it seems like this book did a good job of like explaining like a lot of it. But like I said, it went one ear and out the other because my mind just started traveling off and took all kinds of different ideas. There were some other ideas that it provoked when it came to quantum entanglement. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you took, like, let's say, let me think of a good machine, maybe a vacuum cleaner. Okay, and you put its power button. If you quantum, I don't really know how quantum computers work, but I know they say there's a 1 and a 0 simultaneously, and the 1 in electronics usually references on, and the 0 references off. You usually see that 1 and a 0 on electronics and stuff. And I just wondered, like, what would happen if you quantum entangled a switch and you turned it on, and it's simultaneously, it's in superposition where it's experiencing both. What would happen? And I think it really, I feel like that's how we get things like the Mandela effect, is because people will do things like mess with subatomic particles and stuff like that, and quantum entanglement, and that's how you get the splits in reality, where people remember Nelson Mandela dying, but others didn't. But that's a whole, like I said, it just brought a lot of questions in my mind. But I think if you don't really know anything about quantum physics, I think this is a good book to like get you like a basic understanding of it. And then also there's like some mathematical stuff in there too, if you're like actually like educated on that kind of stuff. I don't know anything about math, but I think it's a good book for an introduction. It gave me some ideas. Like I said, most of the fundamentals I learned from this one ear and out the other, because I trailed off my own imagination. But I'll give it another read. It's a good book to hang on to. But have a good day and keep on keeping on. Bye.
This is the first installment of a new series of book reviews I plan on doing called Video Lurking, where I go in the background of videos, popular TV, music, movies, and stuff like that, and get the books from them. You might be familiar with The Big Bang Theory and their bookshelf in the back, but this book in particular was pulled from Greydon Square's Summer's Ending. We don't have the same beliefs when it comes to religion, but nonetheless, he's a dope MC, and I do enjoy his music and the other aspects of it. But if you would go to his channel, check out his music if you're not familiar with him. I think you'd appreciate it and enjoy it. All right, have a good one. Bye.